Good morning, Pawleys Island peeps. Today is Family Friday, August 6th, 2021, and it's time for your Pawleys Island sunrise and surf report with Dave Clayton and Dave Clayton, my son.
Good morning.
Everybody, we have a treat. My son, little Dave, is with us. Good morning, everybody. Let's turn this phone around and take a look. Good morning, good morning. Good morning to you, Holly. All right. Holly says good morning. So one of the neat things about having our own page is when you look in the comments, you'll see something that says, get notified when Pawleys Island Sunrise and Surf Report goes live next. So if you are here and you are wanting to be here and you want to come back, you can just hit that little thing and you can go ahead and turn it green, and that gets you in the catbird seat, so to speak. So David, good morning to you, buddy.
Good morning.
Everybody's saying good morning. William Page, how's it going? So is this is your second time being a part of the sunrise and surf?
Second time.
Was it easy getting up? You're kind of used to getting up early, aren't you?
Yes, but today it was not easy. Today. I was sitting next to one of our puppies today, and so it was very hard for me to get up. Just lay with them all morning.
With the rain outside, it felt great. 76 degrees. The high today is going to only be 82. And you can see it's overcast. It's going to look like this most of the day. All right.
Drinking coffee sounds so good, William, right now. That does.
It does sound good, doesn't it? That's great. Let's see. Here's the conditions right here. You want to grab that? You can tell people what time low tide is and.
Yeah, so at low tide, it's 12:53 a.m. It'll be at 0.85 feet, so almost at 1 foot.
Where do you see that, bud?
Right here.
So that's what it was this morning about 7 hours ago.
So actually now, it's almost 6:46 a.m., and that's from at close to 5 feet. Very close, 4.4.
So it's a pretty high tide.
Yes, high tide.
So right now it's still coming in, and you can, I don't know if you can see it, but we're at Midway Inlet, and you can see all those sandbars that are usually over there are covered up. So low tide would be at what time this afternoon?
12:52 p.m.
Okay. So, and that is going to be a 0.3. So that's going to be pretty low too. So a pretty big swing in the tides. But that'll be a great time to find a shark's tooth, like I did last Sunday. And I gotta tell you, Dave, I put the shark's tooth that I found on a shark's tooth site on, the group is called Charleston Shark's Teeth or something like that. And I put it on there, a picture of it, and I said, what kind of shark is this? And every single expert from the group, every single expert said it was a great white.
That's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
That's so cool.
I know, it was exciting. And this group has lots of experts. So I also found another group called Magnet Fishing. And I put all pictures of all the things that Travis and I found, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked them, what is all this stuff? And according to their experts, one is a railroad nail, for sure. They're thinking it's at least 100 years old.
That's so cool.
So we might be able to find when there was a railroad track there and then really figure out exactly when it came from. The other things look like chains or something from a horse plow. So that dates it more than 150 years old.
Oh my God.
Probably. So pretty interesting finds from our magnet fishing episode. Good morning. So that makes the vacation a success. So what other information do you have there, Dave, for the...
Oh, yeah. So sunrise is going to be at 7:32 a.m. And sunset today will be at 8:12 p.m. The waves are about 2 feet every 7 seconds.
So if it's 7:02, what time did you said? 7:32 is sunrise?
No, sunrise 6:32.
6:32.
You thought we got here an hour early.
Wow, we're gonna be live for a long time. Oh wow. So there is some color just on the horizon out there. So we're not seeing comments today like we normally do. I do see William's good drinking coffee.
That's what the coffee sounds so good.
It does sound good. All right, the waves are 2-footers. You can't really tell right here in this inlet opening too much about the waves, so we're gonna walk out a little bit. But it's a 1-star surfing day. They're about 7 seconds apart, y'all. If you could do us a favor and share this with Pawleys Island peeps and with Merle's Inlet peeps, if you don't mind. Since we said good morning to them. Good morning.
And it feels amazing out here right now. It's 78 degrees, and in the water, see, it's 83 degrees. So a little warmer.
It is warm. So now you can see the waves a little better. As far as the no-see-ums go, the no-see-um index today is a 1 or a 2. Dave, that is not on that sheet you're looking at. Mm-hmm. The no-see-um index is something that we came up with, and we've officially named it the no-see-um index because it's something that everyone has to deal with in life if they come to the beach. And that is things that you can't see, you can't really figure out totally, that bite you. Mm-hmm. And they're called no-see-ums here in, you know this, right? You grew up here.
Yeah.
So we have officially tagged Called Higher with Holly Cervini, Coach Holly, with that because she helps me deal with the biting of terrorizing things that I can't sometimes see myself. So that's why we've officially tagged her in that. The no-see-em index is a 1 or a 2, and it's because we have an east-northeast wind at about 5 miles an hour. We didn't have as much rain yesterday as I thought we would. And we didn't have as much sun as I thought we would either. But we did have some more last night. And we're gonna have more today. Thunderstorms today. So Dave, you have one semester left in college at Dave's at University of South Carolina.
Yes, sir.
So,
one more left. Actually, one more year, technically.
Okay. So tell people about your experience there so far.
Oh, I've loved it. I've had such a good time. I go to a church called Midtown there, and really, it really feels like Pawleys Island. It's been hard to find a church there, so I loved it there. Having a great time. Excited to come back here and see everybody as well.
So tell people a little bit about coming back here. Why are you here right now?
I'm here for Jump at Night. It's for about 1st through 6th graders, and they get to learn the gospel through Ginger Beasley. She tells them all about that, and she's just really good at it. You can just see the love of Christ in her. It's amazing.
So not just Ginger Beasley, right? But all...
Oh yeah, there's a lot of other volunteers, but she's the one that leads them all. I'm helping there too. I'm volunteering, so I came down for the 3 days that they're doing it. And today's the last day, actually, so if you have any kids from 1st through 6th grade, you should do it. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun activities they get to do there. Yeah. Make sure you bring a bathing suit, because you're going to get wet.
That's great. So how many years have you done Jump at Night?
Since I was 6, so I was very young when I did it. And I've loved it ever since.
So you grew up doing that every summer. Do you have any memories? Or, I mean, a lot of your friends are there helping you. And tell us about those memories.
Yeah, so it's really cool because a lot of my friends now are from my friends from Pawleys Island Community Church that I grew up with. And even some of them came to USC, and so I get to hang out with them at my other church as well. So it's awesome to just these lasting long friendships have come from this area, and it's definitely a good thing to bring your kids there. You'll get to meet a lot of kids, and they'll be friends forever, probably.
I love it, Dave. So this leads us right to the good news today, which happened to be the good news that Ginger shared yesterday at Jump, right?
Yes, it is actually. So it's Psalm 31:24. So be strong and courageous, all of you who put your hope in the Lord. And what I love about this so much is whenever she was teaching this as well, it was talking about with everything that you're going through. That is so close.
Sorry.
With everything that you're going through, be strong and courageous. Like that's what God calls us to do. And to put all your hope in Him, not put your hope in other things, the worldly things, put all your hope in Him, which is beautiful. Something that we should all do.
That's great, Dave.
Thank you, Holly, for sharing that. It's an amazing scripture that we all get to just find our hope in God. It's amazing.
So how have you done this, Dave?
Yeah. So especially with this morning, it's really early, so I'm putting my hope in God right now. But also I'm fasting right now. I'm not really supposed to talk about it, but it is something where right now I'm doing the Daniel's fast, where it's only nuts, fruits, and vegetables. And I put my hope in God, knowing that all my basic needs are from the Lord. All my hope is coming from God, nothing else. And so I'm working on the spirit of contentment with God. It's amazing. Yeah, I'll do that. And with school too starting, especially with younger kids, whenever they get to these new classes, they need to find their hope in the Lord. They need to be strong and courageous, knowing that God is the only one that really matters. And so it's great.
Takes the pressure off.
It does. It really does.
Very cool. So how long have you been doing this fast? Tell people a little bit more about it.
Almost 21 days. I have 3 more days left. So, and then after the 21 days, I'm done.
But I asked you about it this morning, and you said you thought you'd just continue to fast.
Yes. If other people are asking me to go get food, of course I'm gonna go get food with them, whatever they're doing. But it really has made me feel a lot better. Just working on telling myself no to certain foods and just saying I'm not going to eat that. I'm not. Yeah, and like I said, what I was talking about before about the spirit of contentment, that's what I'm working on right now, and I love what it's done to myself and to the way that I think.
So contentment. You do feel more content being you notice your body and your mind changing with this, Dave?
It is. It really is. I don't know what it is about it, but right now I've been getting up early and I've been doing my Bible study the first thing. It's like a kind of daily reminder that my strength comes from God, that even though I might feel tired at sometimes, it's like, okay, let me read my Bible. It's a reminder to read your Bible, and I just really love it. So
very cool, man. Well, thanks for being out here and sharing your story.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks so much for coming out here with us.
Yeah, definitely. This is amazing. I love it out here. It's beautiful. Well, there's not really a sunrise, but it
is kind of over there. We're gonna turn this thing around for you, but I just wanted you to see my son. I'm gonna turn this around. All right. Let's see if we can't. Yeah, I want you to go to Facebook. Well, you can't. That's actually one of the things Dave has fasted from is social media. It's pretty funny. And now you're on it.
Yeah, with Facebook. Gosh.
Oh, man. It's so funny. So, are you able to share this? That's the question I have, because for some reason, it is not looking like we're able to share it. Debbie Cooper says, nice to meet you, son.
It's nice to meet you too.
Let's walk this way some. So how did Ginger describe that verse yesterday?
Kind of what I was talking about. Just putting all your faith in God and in any circumstance that you're having, which is definitely something that kids need to hear. That even when things don't go our way, that the only thing that matters is God, and that He will provide you that all the courage you need and all the strength that you need.
So did she give circumstances, stories about things that were kind of scary for kids?
Really just one of those things was coming into the school year, just a new class, new people to meet. It's going to be, a lot of kids are worried about that. All the kids raised their hand whenever she said, are any of y'all worried about going into the new school year? And everyone raised their hand. So you know that they're worried about it, so be strong and courageous, knowing that all your hope is in God. And so that your circumstance is fine because God has your back.
Not only does He have your back, He has your front.
Look at that beautiful dog over there.
It is a cool dog, a giant Dalmatian. I guess it's a Dalmatian mix. with a Mastiff, maybe. Or maybe it's just a Mastiff. But he is beautiful.
I think it might be wild, Dad.
No. Oh, man.
Does not look like a good day for surfing right now. I'm looking around.
Well, they say it's a 1-star day for surfing. We're just right here in the inlet. So if we walk further this way, you'll see. Yeah, that's a pretty ominous cloud. Good morning. How are you? Good morning to you. Find any shells yet? Really? Let's see. Pretty.
That's the best I found. It's
Very
not been
pretty.
a good week for shells.
You're on vacation?
Uh-huh.
Where are you from?
Indiana.
Nice.
Where are you from?
We live here. Yeah. This is my son, David.
David, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you in school?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah? High school,
I go to USC.
College? College. What are you studying?
Business management, concentration HR. So hopefully be in the HR department.
Nice.
Yes,
Very
ma'am.
nice. Great to do. When do you go back?
I go back in 3 days.
Are you in person?
In person, mostly. There's some classes. I think
Hybrid?
some professors are wanting to be
Remote?
online.
Yeah. That's not so fun.
So how long have you come to Pawleys Island?
I've been coming since I was a child. My grandmother grew up in Georgetown, and so we had family around here. We'd come down every year to visit. So I've been bringing my kids here
That's
since
amazing.
they were born. So a long time, longer than I might want to say.
So you moved away. You went to Indiana.
My father was in the Army.
Okay.
So my grandfather was in the Army. So my grandmother moved away from Georgetown when she was a young woman and got married. And we would come back to visit her mom and the old aunts and all the people. And yeah, we just kept coming back. And my dad was in the Army, so this was sort of the constant in our life, you know?
That's beautiful.
This is Pawleys Island Peeps. My dad does a Facebook Live with everybody. And
Really?
he shows them the sunrise. It's not one today, but
Yeah. Yeah.
usually there is, and it's beautiful.
So we've done this since June 10th, 2020.
Oh, I'll go look for it.
Yeah, we'd love for you to be a part of the community.
Oh, good.
Even when you're not here, you know?
Yeah.
So great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Good luck, David.
Yes, ma'am. You have a good one.
What's your name so I can look for you?
My name's Kate Johnson.
Gotcha, Kate. All right. Making friends for life. That is my passion, Dave. So I don't know if you heard, but David said he's studying business management at University of South Carolina, the Moore School of Business. And his emphasis is HR, which is pretty interesting emphasis in itself. Tell people a little bit about that, Dave, and what you hope to do when you graduate.
Oh yes, so there's a bunch of different jobs that I'm interested in. I really like HR recruitment. I would like to be maybe a director of HR. But with that comes a responsibility of just really loving people. Not just that, that's just the main thing, but it's, you have like payroll, you have a lot of other things that you have to do. But
So what does HR stand for?
human resources. Yes, sir. And so just providing that for a company is something that I would love to do.
Resources for humans to help them in their environment at work, right?
Their work environment.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So a lot of corporations have discovered that this is a major part of success. And so a lot of great business universities like the Moore School of Business at University of South Carolina have created their own emphasis in this area. So it's a pretty exciting thing.
And what they're trying to do is make people as efficient as they can, and a way to do that is to help them grow with resources. So it really works in there to help them as well, not just the employee.
Well, that's great. So you spoke about how the fasting has helped you in your spiritual. How about in your schooling and things? Do you feel like it's helped you in your mind?
So I'm not doing it now. Like school isn't. Well, I'm doing the fasting now, but school hasn't started yet, so it's not really doing anything with that, as I can see yet. But other things like work, it is making it. Usually, whenever at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what, I deserve to get something to eat. That's like maybe like go out to eat, get something from somewhere, and really like what I deserve is Christ, and I love him to death. So I that's what I admire the most, and I want to go do that by the end of the day. Just have a good relationship with Christ.
So it's helped you stay on track with what Christ has for your life.
Yes, sir.
I love it. Obedience, right? So now you can see the waves a little better, y'all. Well, Dave, it's that time. It's the time that we sign out. So I'm gonna flip this phone around and we're gonna sign out, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this time with my son, David.
A lot of fun.
Thanks for getting up, Dave.
Yes, sir.
Everybody appreciates you. I know I do. And everybody, may God bless you, may God keep you, and may God help you make his choices today and every day, however that looks in your life. I know David talked about Ginger Beasley. 20 years ago, however long it was, when she really had this desire to lead Jump, Nick at Night, when she had this desire, she went for it. She made the decision to go for it, and it has changed lives. David said to himself, since he was 6 years old, it changed his life. So Ginger Beasley, hats off to you. We all have that potential to have a massive impact on our community. Let's do it. Let's choose to make the decisions that he has for us today and every day, because those are the best decisions. Signing out. We love you. Talk to you soon.